In a world that often feels overwhelming, disconnected, or even cold, it's no surprise that you might feel drawn to something more, something cosmic, something that speaks to the deeper parts of your soul. Maybe you've felt this your whole life. Maybe you've looked around at the structures of society, the pace of modern life, the way people treat each other, and quietly wondered, why does it feel like I don't belong here? If you've ever had that nagging sense of not fitting in, of being different, of feeling things more deeply than others around you, the concept of Starseeds might resonate with you on a level you can't quite explain. The idea that your soul didn't originate on Earth, but instead came from another planet, star system, dimension, or galaxy, might sound fantastical at first. And yet, if you're honest with yourself, it might also feel strangely familiar. You might not remember a past life on another planet, but you do remember feeling homesick for a place you've never been. You do recall those moments when you gazed up at the stars and felt more connection to the cosmos than to the world at your feet. That sense of otherness you've carried might not be random. It might be the quiet echo of where you truly come from. The reason you're drawn to the idea of starseeds isn't just because it's cosmic or mysterious. It's because it offers something deeply human, a sense of purpose, validation, and belonging. In a society that often rewards conformity and discourages sensitivity, being someone who sees beyond the veil, who feels others' emotions, who questions the status quo can be isolating. But what if those qualities aren't flaws? What if they're signs that you're here to do something important, something healing, something transformative? That's the heart of the Starseed narrative. It tells you that your sensitivity, your intuition, your resistance to this world's harsher energies aren't signs that you're weak. They're signs that you're tuned into something deeper, something higher. You're not here to fit into the world as it is. You're here to help shift it. That realization can be incredibly empowering. Suddenly, all the things that made you feel like an outsider become signs of your deeper mission. You're not lost. You're chosen, not in an ego-driven sense, but in a soul-deep way. You volunteered to come here, and it's not always easy. If you resonate with being a starseed, you probably know that this world can feel dense, chaotic, and painfully out of alignment. You might struggle with anxiety, depression, or burnout, not because you're broken, but because you feel everything. You pick up on unspoken energy. You sense the collective pain, the disconnection, the grief. But here's the key. You're not here to drown in that energy. You're here to alchemize it, to move through your own healing so you can help others heal too. Every moment of struggle has the potential to become a gateway to deeper clarity, empathy, and growth. The beauty of this belief is that it reframes your challenges into something meaningful. When life feels heavy, when your spiritual path feels lonely, remembering that your soul came here on purpose can offer a powerful kind of peace. You're not just surviving, you're evolving. And by doing so, you're contributing to something much bigger than yourself. The Starseed idea places you within a vast, interconnected web of souls, beings of light like yourself, who have incarnated during this time to support Earth through a massive energetic shift. And while the concept is deeply spiritual, there's something undeniably modern about it too. We live in an age where science and spirituality are starting to overlap. Quantum physics talks about energy and consciousness in ways that sound almost mystical. We're discovering new planets and galaxies constantly. Simulation theory, multiverse theory, and the search for extraterrestrial life all stretch our minds and invite us to consider that reality is far more complex than we were taught. In that sense, the Starseed idea doesn't feel so far-fetched. It feels like a poetic and possible way to understand the soul's journey in a universe that is still largely mysterious. You may also find yourself drawn to Starseed teachings because they help you reconnect with your intuition. In a world obsessed with logic, productivity, and external validation, it's easy to forget that your inner knowing is a compass. But starseeds are here to remember, to reclaim ancient wisdom, to trust the unseen. You're not here to blindly follow a path laid out by others. You're here to carve a new one, guided by your inner light. As you explore this path, you begin to notice something beautiful. You're not alone. There are others, many others, who feel the same things you do. People waking up to the truth that their souls are old, that their hearts ache for something more harmonious, more real. When you find these kindred spirits online, in spiritual circles, in quiet conversations, it's like remembering something you forgot you knew. A soul recognition. A feeling of finally. And whether you take the concept of starseeds literally or see it as a symbolic way to describe the feeling of being spiritually awake in a sleeping world, it gives you a language to describe your experience. It helps you belong. Ultimately, you might be drawn to the starseed journey not just because of what it says about where you're from, but because of what it reminds you about who you are now. A soul with depth, a being of light, someone who chose to be here, even knowing how hard it would be. Someone whose sensitivity is a superpower, whose dreams matter, and whose presence is part of a greater unfolding. You don't need to know your exact star system, or recall past lives, or have all the answers. The real truth is in how you live, how you love, and how you show up for the world. So maybe you're not from here, but you're here now. And that means you have work to do, light to share, and a legacy to leave. You came here with purpose, and you're not alone.